In last class, we learned expectation of x and variance of x, and when constant values a and b are taken along with the variables, so what result it gives, that we studied. That is multiplication of constant value with x random variable, or adding a constant value with a variable, that is ax plus b, along with the expectation of x and variance of x. Now we'll go to the problems, directly to the problems, how to prepare random variable, how to assign random variables to a realistic problem. So just we'll start with a small problem. When we toss a coin, we get head or tail. Either head or tail we get. So that comes under probability. So there we study probability of getting head and probability of getting tail. It's almost equal 0.5 or 1 by 2. Now assigning a random variable to that particular event, tossing a coin. So when we assign a random variable, when we desired a particular result, suppose I want head to be appear. So when we toss a coin, what are the possible outcomes? So that is sample space is equal to head and tail. So exhaustive cases, n is equal to 2, and I want head. So event A is equal to getting a head. So m is equal to 1. Now probability of getting head P of A is equal to 1 divided by 2. That's what we get when we learn them in a probability chapter. Now, assigning random variable to this event. I want head. So what are the chances of getting head here? Only one chance, head, and no head. So I assign a variable x here. So no head and head. For no head, I assign number 0 because 0 head, and maximum how many heads I can get here? 1 head. So 1 head. Now, probability assigned to each of random variable here. So probability of getting no head, that is getting tail. So probability of getting tail is P of x is equal to 1, and probability of getting tail is, probability of getting head is 1 by 2, and probability of getting tail is also 1 by 2 here. 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So total of probability is 1. So now we learn with other examples how to assign random variables and how to find expectation of x. So expectation of x, what is the formula? Expectation of x, E of x is equal to summation x into P of x. Simple. Multiply both x and P of x. So how do we find mean for frequency distribution? Summation f into x. So here x, and instead of that what we have here? We have probability of P of x. So next column is x into P of x. So now 0 into 1 by 2 is 0. And 1 into 1 by 2 is 1 divided by 2, or else 0.5. Okay, so now the total of this column is 1 divided by 2. So expectation of x, E of x is equal to summation of x into P of x, that is half 1 divided by 2, or 0.5. So this is how we find with the help of table here. If you don't use table, then instead of this method here, first x is 0 and probability is 1 by 2. So 0 into 1 by 2 plus 1 into 1 by 2. That is equal to 1 by 2. So whichever method you apply, you get the same result. Next, we take throwing a die. So when we throw a die, what is the outcome? What are the outcomes we get? Sample space. So when we throw a die, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So probability of getting any of these is 1 by 6. The probability associated with this is 1 by 6. So total exhaustive cases are 6. Now I want odd number. How many odd numbers are there? So probability of getting the odd number. So here 1, 3, 5. So there are 3 odd numbers and 3 even numbers. So probability of getting odd number is 3 divided by 6. So P of A is equal to 3 by 6. Now how to assign random variable to this event here? So I want what here? I want odd numbers. Other than that, I have only one choice, that is not odd or even number. Okay, so X is a random variable which counts odd numbers. So 0 indicates no odd number or even number, or the result which I don't want, or failure. If I get odd number, that is called as referred as what here? Success. So 0 and 1 means success. Either any of these, either 1 or 3 or 5. If any of these I get, so that is a success here. If I don't get any of these, then that is a failure. Then probability of getting an even number. So there are 3 even numbers. So probability associated with that is P of X is equal to 1 divided by 2. That is 3 by 6. 3 by 6 is nothing but 1 by 2 here. And here probability of getting an odd number is also 1 divided by 2. So total here 1. Now expectation of X. E of X is equal to. So X into P of X. Same result we get here. E of X, sorry. Summation X into P of X. That is 0 into 1 by 2 plus 1 into 1 by 2. Nothing but 1 by 2 or 0.5. So another simple example here. Okay. Now we'll go little difficult problem. That is when we toss 2 coins, or instead of 2 coins we take 3 coins. When we toss 3 coins, so what result we get? So possible outcomes when we toss 3 coins, sample space is equal to head, 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 all 3 head, 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 tail, head, tail, head, head, tail, 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 head, tail, head, tail, and tail, head, head. So this is the sample space. Now the desired result I want is all heads or just a head. Okay, head means here in this in each of the event except TTT we have head. Okay, so probability of getting head is no head. In few cases we have one head, here one head and here one head, and 2 heads also are there. So here 2 heads, 2 heads, 2 heads, and here all 3 are heads. So how do we assign a random variable here? So that is X takes 0 head, 1 head, 2 head and 3 head. Okay, so how many cases are there where I get no head? That is only one case. So we can say that as a theoretical frequency, not a probability. Only one way is there to get a zero head. Now, how many chances are there, or in how many ways we can get one head? So here, TTH only one head is there, and THT only one head is there, and another way here, HTT only one head. So in the three ways we can get here one head. Now two heads, HHT, HTH, and THH, that is tail, head, head. Again, in three ways we can get two heads, three, and finally three heads. All three are heads. That is HHH. That is only one way. These are theoretical frequencies. So total of this 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 1 8. So this indicates total exhaustive cases or outcomes in an event. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have here total 8. So probability of getting each event here is associated with the theoretical frequencies. Okay, so how? So here these are called expected frequency, or also it is expected frequency. Okay, now probability associated with each of the event here. How many chances are there to get zero head? One. So probability associated with getting no head is frequency divided by total of outcomes, or n. So that is 1 divided by 8. Second one, that is one head. So in three ways we can get one head. So probability associated with getting one head is 3 divided by 8. And now two heads. So in the three ways we can get two heads. So probability associated with two heads is 3 divided by 8. And finally, all three are heads. So that is only in one way we can get. So probability associated with the three heads is 1 divided by 8. Now check the total. Total here, all denominators are 8. So 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 1, 8. 8 divided by 8. 8 divided by 8, that is equal to 1. So probability, total of all the probabilities is here 1. Okay. Now expectation of x, E of x is equal to, so that is summation x into P of x. X. Now this we don't want. This just I taken to explain you how theoretical frequencies comes. Remember, always here you take any event, theoretical frequencies come in this order only. We get bell-shaped curve, symmetrical data, symmetrical frequency here. Whenever we draw a curve here, either for probabilities or either for frequency, we get what? Symmetrical distribution, exactly bell-shaped curve. Okay, now here E of x, just I will remove this one. This is not required here. X into P of x. So that is 0 into 1 by 8, 0. 1 into 3 by 8, 3 by 8. 2 into 3 by 8, 2 into 3, 6. 6 by 8. And here 3 into 1 by 8. 3 into 1, 3. So 3 divided by 8. Okay. Now make a total of this one. So denominator all have equal same denominator 8. So 3 plus 6 9. 9 plus 3 12. So that is 12 divided by 8. So expectation of x is equal to 12 divided by 8. So we can reduce it further. That is 12 divided by 8 is 1.5. So expectation of x for the distribution, the random variable here is 1.5. Okay. So now here, if you take any constant value, suppose e of ax. So let us take a here 2x. Expectation of 2x. That already we learned e of ax is equal to a, or e of a is equal to a. E of ax is equal to a into e of x. Just we take a as a 2 here. So e of, here I write e of 2x is equal to 2 into e of x. That is 2 into 1.5 is equal to 3. Let us check with this distribution whether we get the same result or not. So what we have to do here, x should be multiplied by 2 here. So 0 into 2, 0. So here I do that 2 into x, then 2x into p of x. So 0 into 2, 0. 1 into 2, 2. 2 into 2, 4. 3 into 2, 6. Now multiply 2x with p of x. So 0 into 1 by 8 is 0. 2 into 3 by 8 is 6 divided by 8. 4 into 3 by 8 is 12 divided by 8. And 6 into 1 by 8 is 6 by 8. Now take the total of this column x, 2x into p of x. That is denominators are same. Add directly. So 6 plus 12, 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. So 24 by 8. So 24 by 8 is nothing but 8 ones are 8 threes are 24. So 3 ax, e of ax. Okay. So next problem on random variable. So next problem I take from textbook. An urn contains 6 red and 4 white balls. 6 red and 4 white balls. Total 10 balls are there. 3 balls are drawn at random from the urn. So 3 balls are drawn. Okay. So those 3 balls may be any. It may be white, it may be red, or it may be different combination of both here. Okay. Now question. Obtain the probability distribution of the number of white balls drawn. White balls drawn. So how many white balls are there in this problem? 4 white balls are. Now how many balls we are drawing from the urn? We are drawing 3 balls from the urn. Okay. Now in how many ways we can get those? So we may get all 3 white balls, or 2 white, 1 red ball, or 1 white, 2 red ball, or 1 white, 1 red, 1 white ball, and other way. So all red ball, red and white ball, red, white and red ball, and here next we get another one is red, white and white. So these are the combination. In these ways we can get. But if you assign their combination formula, that is NCX, so 3 balls we can get in different ways in NCX way. Out of 10 balls, how to get 3 balls? And out of, we want exactly white balls only. So out of 4 white balls, getting the 3 white balls. Okay. So here, first, let us assign a random variable. So here, 3 white balls, and here two white balls, and here one and one, and here one white balls, and here 0 white balls. That means here random variables will be 0, 1, 2, 3. So probability of getting 0 white ball, 1 white ball, 2 white ball, 3 white ball, we have to identify. So random variables are what here? So I will write x, p of x. So probability first here, 0 white ball, 1 white ball, 2 white ball, and maximum 3 white ball. As we are drawing 3 balls only from the earth. So here total. Now what is the probability of getting 0 white ball here? That is the P of x is equal to 0. So when x is equal to 0, so 0 white balls means all 3 are red balls. So probability of getting 0 white balls is here. How many red balls are there? 6 red balls. So 0 white ball means all are 6 red ball here. 6C3 into 4C0 divided by 10C3. So when 3 red balls are there, obviously white balls will be 0. So 4C0. So we get the answer here. Already we learned how to find combination value here, 6C3. So just I will write the answer directly here. That is in 5 by 30. So 6C3 into 4C0 divided by 10C3. We get 5 by 30. Then probability of getting 1 head. So 1 head means other 2 will be white. Sorry. 1 red means, sorry, 1 white, that is 6C2 into 4C1 divided by 10C3. Okay, white ball they said, no, right. Okay, so that is 15C, 15 divided by 30. Next, 2 white balls. So P of x is equal to 2. So 2 white balls means 1 ball will be red ball. So that is 6C1. Getting 1 red ball into getting 2 white balls divided by getting 3 white balls. 3 white balls. So 3 balls, that is, here we get 9 by 30. 9 divided by 30. And the last one, probability of getting all 3 white balls. All 3 white balls means red ball 0. So 6C0 into 4C3 divided by 10C3. That is, we get here 1 by 30. 1 divided by 30. So write the same probabilities in distribution here. So P of 0 head is 5 divided by 30, and probability of getting 1 white ball is 15 divided by 30, and probability of getting 2 white balls is 9 divided by 30, and finally probability of getting 1 head is 1 divided by 30. Now make the total. 5 plus 15, 20, 20 plus 9, 29 plus 1, 30. 30 divided by 30, the total is 1. So probability. sum total of all the possible probabilities here equal to 1. Okay, now expectation of x. E of x, I just you find it out and tell me what will be the E of x here. So one more thing I would like to tell about this event here. When 3 coins are tossed, the exhaustive cases, maximum number of outcomes are 8. So in the same way, I have shown you 8 outcomes here. But we got here divided by 30. So getting 3 balls out of 10 balls here. So exhaustive cases 30. How 30? Here, suppose assume that all white balls are marked by 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers and all 6 red balls are marked by 1 to 6 numbers. So here, first white ball, second white ball, third white ball. First white ball, second white ball and fourth white ball. So 3 white balls only, but combination changed here. Or it may be first white ball, the white ball which is numbered 1, the white ball which is numbered 3, and the white ball which is numbered 4. 1, 3, 4. So in this way, in different ways, we can get 3 white balls. Different combination in getting white ball itself. So when here, red ball. So total 6 red balls are there. So it may be any of them. First white, second white, first red. First white, second white, second red. First white, second white, sixth red ball. So in this way here we get different combinations. So that is why we use here NCX. Instead of taking directly, okay, 3 white balls, 1 no. Okay. If a random variable x assumes the value 0 and 1 with the p of x is equal to 0 is equal to 3 into p of x is equal to 1. So here random variables x, p of x 0 and 1. So total is always equal to 1 as we know here. Okay, so now what they said here, p of x is equal to 0 and p of 3 into p of x is equal to 1. Then find e of x and v of x, they said. So here, so p of 0, we assume it as a p itself, and what they said, 3 into p of x is equal to 1. Okay, so here that is considered as 3 into p. So p is the probability of 0 and 3p is the probability of 1, and we know that p plus 3p is equal to 1. P into 3p is equal to 1 here. Okay, now here what they asked, e of x and v of x, that is expectation of x and variance of x. Now p plus 3p is equal to 1. Then what is the value of a p now? So here p plus 3p is equal to 1. Then total 4p is equal to 1. So p is equal to 1 divided by 4. So 1 divided by 4 means here p is 1 by 4. Then 3 into p, that is 1 by 4 into 3 is 3 by 4. So total is equal to now 1 again. So probability associated with 0 is 1 by 3 and probability associated with 1 is 3 by 4. 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. Now expectation of x. So e of x is equal to summation x into p of x. So x 0 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 3 by 4. That is equal to 0 plus 3 by 4 is 3 by 4. Expectation of x is 3 divided by 4. Now variance of x. So variance of x, again we can show that in a two different form. Okay, so one is finding all the required value in the table itself, or else taking directly like this. So what thing we need there? One thing is we need e of x square and summation, that is e of x, already we found it. Now we want is e of x square. So in the table itself, I will go first, then we'll go for another way. So I'll reform the table x p of x. So x 0 and 1, 1 by 4, 3 by 4. So x into p of x, that is 0 and 3 by 4, and x square into p of x. So 0 square is 0, 0 into 1 by 4 is 0, 1 square is 1, 1 into 3 by 4 is 3 by 4. So now in this problem, expectation of x is 3 by 4 and expectation of x square is also 3 by 4. So that is e of x is equal to 3 by 4 and e of x square is also is equal to 3 by 4. Now what is the formula of variance of x? That is e of x square minus e of x whole square. So e of x square is 3 by 4 minus e of x, that is 3 by 4 whole square. So that is 3 by 4 minus 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So 3 by 4 minus 9 by 16. So that is here denominator is 4 and 16. Both will come in fourth table. So 4 ones are 4 fours are. So 3 and 16 ones are 16 ones. So 3 into 4, 12 minus 9 into 1 is 9 divided by 16. So we get here variance of x is equal to 12 minus 9 is 3. 3 divided by 16 is the variance of x. So variance of x is equal to 3 by 16 for this particular problem.